Hey everybody, it's Jill, and this is Jill for Today. I'm in the kitchen today and we're going to make roasted Brussels sprouts. The director's here.
I am.
He's a little behind the weather. He's behind the camera, but he's also a little behind the weather. So.
Under the weather, not behind.
Oh, under the weather. Okay, so I'm going to make Brussels sprouts. We remember we got all those beautiful Brussels sprouts at the pumpkin patch just the day before yesterday. We got them home and I pulled all of them off the stalk and kind of cleaned them up. You know how you get the outer leaves taken care of. And then I boiled them for like 5 minutes just to really kind of soften them, because I have found if I just stick them in the oven or in a fry pan, they just don't cook. So Director, why don't you bring it on down here? I have started cutting them. I'm just cutting them in half.
I cut you off.
He cut me off. Where did we leave off?
I don't know.
Okay.
You said, as you can see, these are like little...
These are like little cabbages, see there?
Yeah.
And so what I do here is you cut them through the stem part of it. Not, you wouldn't cut them like this, right? Like an orange, you'd cut them like that. Anyway, so I'm gonna cut these all in half. And Director, what's going on with you today? Go ahead.
Oh.
Go ahead. He's not feeling well, right?
Did you tell him that our house sale fell through?
I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, the people across the way from us, our deck faces their deck, they're like, I don't know, 30 feet away. They listed their house Friday. It sold Saturday.
Yeah.
It doesn't have near the upgrades that our house does, and it sold for $10,000 more than our realtor told us our property would appraise for. So, and that was the full price that they asked for.
Yeah.
So we're a little miffed at our realtor, and not only that, but their realtor is going out of his own pocket to give the buyer a homeowner's warranty. The first offer we had, the buyer wanted us to provide a homeowner's warranty. No, our realtor, of course, didn't volunteer to pay for it. But anyway, so that's that.
My signature glass of wine.
Yeah.
It is. That's it. It's very disappointing. It's very disheartening. But let's just keep the but in place, that we're happy we're home, right?
Yep.
And actually we're very happy that we're staying. It's just the circumstances that we're a little unhappy with.
Yeah, we got screwed by our realtor.
But you know what? We're not going to dwell on that. We have to move forward, right? We're taking the high ground, as I like to say.
Okay.
It's very rainy here today. Very rainy, very dark. And it makes me love to cook. This morning I made this lovely pumpkin nut loaf bread, didn't I?
Yes.
And how
delicious.
was it? Yeah, it was delicious.
Absolutely
yeah, it was really
delicious.
good. And I kind of took a couple of recipes. I had one that was a banana nut bread recipe, and I found another one for pumpkin. Actually, it was a pumpkin something, I can't remember. Pumpkin bar. And I just kind of blended them together and made a bread, and gee whiz, it turned out pretty good. So I was happy with that. And I'm doing the Brussels sprouts, and tonight, if the director is feeling up to it.
You're getting close to your fingers with that.
Oh, well, if the director's feeling up to it, we're going to have pasta, right?
Yeah.
But I don't know. We'll see.
At this point, I don't feel like I want to eat at all.
I know.
Which is very unusual for the
director. It is. That
director.
man's an eating machine. Okay, I'm going to continue cutting these. You don't have to sit here and watch me cut. We just were kind of chit-chatting a little bit. And as soon as I have these all cut, we'll go ahead and bring you back, and we'll show you the next step, which is getting them dressed for the oven. So we'll be back soon. So we're going to go ahead now and start putting I call it a dressing, on the Brussels sprouts. And if you'll see here, I've got a good sized bowl of Brussels sprouts. So I've got here about 4 really large cloves of garlic, and those are going to go in. And I just kind of roughly chop them, not too much. And then I'm going to put some salt and pepper on them. And again, you know, I'm kind of hard with measuring because I do so much on the fly. But I'd say that's probably a half a teaspoon, and then a good grind of pepper. Okay, and then I'm going to use some of this fabulous olive oil that we got at the Olive and Vine. We didn't buy it on our trip here just the other day, but we did buy it the last time we visited her. It's a fabulous olive oil. It's a little, it's one of those special olive oils that you just don't use, all the time.
This is the one that was supposedly voted the best olive oil in the world or something like that.
And so I'm just going to put, maybe a tablespoon on there, maybe just a drizzle more. There we go. Let's say, tablespoon and a half. And then I'm going to put a little balsamic vinegar on it. And again, not too much. This is I think this bottle's just about had it. It has, that's it. Okay, and then just a little drizzle of balsamic vinegar. Give it a little punch. And then I'm just going to mix this all up. Make sure everything's well incorporated. I have my oven set at 375, and I'm going to lay these out on this tray. You don't need a Silpat. I just use one because, well, I just do. So I'll get my hands here just a moment. Okay. All right. I'm going to go ahead and dump these out. And I'm going to spread them out. And then I'm going to put them in the oven, and I'm going to start them off on about 20 minutes. And this is something, you want them a nice brown, golden brown. And probably what I'll do is start with, 15 minutes, look at them, turn them over, and maybe give them, like I said, a whole 20 minutes and see how it's looking. I may have to give them more. It may be right, but I'll bring you in to show you all that. And so we'll go ahead and put these in the oven, and we'll be back as soon as we've got some Brussels sprouts that look really good. And it's time to sample. Bring it on down, Director. This is so delicious looking. Now I will say, I made a couple of little adjustments here. Instead of the 375 that I had set, I kicked it up to 400. Just didn't think it was going to be hot, hot enough to get them going. So I did that, kicked them up to 400. And then it cooked for 40 minutes, not 20. And I'm thinking, because this is the first time that I use that Silpat, because Silpat, it's new. I'm thinking that if it is on a regular cookie sheet without the Silpat, that it's going to turn out crispier faster. That's just my thought. Okay, so of course this has to have a little bit of Go Veggie. And we're going to give this a shot.
Hang on.
Oh!
I got that.
You gotta get in my face so you can see me eat. Ready?
Yep.
Can't wait. Oh no. You know that oven thing gives it almost like a little smoky flavor. And the little Go Veggie. You know what this needs? Some hot red flakes. Pepper flakes.
You put hot red flakes on everything, though.
I do. Okay, so I'll put the ingredients down below. I was thinking about how many pounds I got out of those 2 stalks of Brussels sprouts. And there was, there was a little bit of waste here and there. Some of them weren't perfect. But I'd say I bet that was almost 2 pounds of Brussels sprouts that I started with. 1 3/4 along here. So I'll try to, make those ingredients in the list for you, and I'll adjust the timing and the temperature that I just told you about. And I hope you enjoy this. Director, I know you don't want any today.
I don't want any food today, no.
Poor tummy's not well.
No.
Oh, I hope you feel better soon.
I hope so too.
Yeah. All right, everybody. We'll see you soon. Thanks a lot for viewing. Take care. Tell your friends, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.